Before we jump in, just a quick, I want to show you something really briefly, maybe take about 5 minutes out. My name's Todd Teresi. I'm the Vice President General Manager of Media Solutions at Adobe. And it's funny being back here because in my previous life, as many of my friends in the room know, it's really weird to be back here. Actually, it's been a while. But it's actually great to see a lot of friendly faces. I used to run worldwide sales operations at Yahoo and suffered through the first round of measurement standards, if you will, for the display ad business. And what's funny is Dan Foner, and I'm sure he's in the room today, and I used to sit around, we used to complain about what a pain in the ass and how much money we lost every year because we couldn't get the creative from the agencies on time. And we used to complain, we used to bitch, and we used to moan, and then we used to put our own solutions in place, and Dan was really good at showing me on PowerPoint how much money we would lose every quarter. Well, when I arrived at Adobe, a fascinating thing happened. I walked in, and a couple of guys were sitting in the back room, said, hey, we want to show you something. And I walked over, and they were playing around with essentially an ad validator. And I thought to myself, well, boy, if someone's ever going to solve this problem, it might as well be the guys that create and build Creative Suite for the agencies. And be able to integrate that kind of solution into effectively what the agencies are using as their tool to build. So I thought, let's take a crack at it. And today we're announcing Project Adthenticate, which is actually just an open platform for you guys right now. We've got a demo service set up so that you can play with it and give us feedback. My view is that this is your product at the end of the day. This is, I don't view this as a product that's all of a sudden going to take Adobe to a skyrocketing 50% growth quarter over quarter. But this is something that I think you guys can really contribute to really shape the future of how operations is going to be more efficient between the publisher and the advertiser. So let me, with that kind of announcement, let me just show you. I'm showing you essentially a screenshot, but trust me, this actually does work. We have gentlemen who are actually using it, the gentleman on the stage from Yahoo and Point Roll, who are driving this forward with us and helping us shape a little bit of what it looks like. So at the end of the day, the problem we're trying to solve is to try to really stop the bleeding, to enable ads to serve on time, with the right specs to create the best user experience possible and ultimately to make you guys more money every year. So with that, what's in this product? So in the product is essentially things like dynamic ad validation, standardized CPU usage measurement, which I know is a problem for everyone who's comparing and complaining about which machine they're working off of. A lot of advanced instrumentation around tracking pixels, automation, click tag issues, etc. Also, a variety of different rich media rules that are baked in, as well as an open API so that it can integrate into any platform. So hopefully the folks at DoubleClick are listening and we'll be able to put this into and get this working with the DoubleClick system as well. So if you look at the next question is what we're going to talk about today is so kind of what's next. And I think I've lost my presentation, so let me just talk about what I think is next. And this is where so we focus on the publisher, we focused on you to date, and where we're going is to focus on the agency as well. We want to integrate this directly into Creative Suite and have plans to do so next year, and we're pretty excited about that. And what we'd like you to help us understand is where do you want us to focus our time? Is HTML5 the most important thing for us to work through? There we go. Is HTML5 the most important thing? Is getting a universal ad spec database the most important thing? Is, for example, importing media plans more important? Or separately, should we focus on video and VPaid and VAST, et cetera, to get those formats working within the system? Today, I think what's exciting is that it's launching today with a variety of the new 2011 IAB specs, and so you'll be able to use those. So I encourage you to check it out.